The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and our Carson-Newman Football position previews continue today with the defensive backfield and assistant coach Antonio Goss. Antonio, got a loaded group. It feels that we're on a broken record with the defense this year. But all four starters back. Your first year as an assistant coach. What's that like to come into a room that has some pretty established and formidable players in it?
I feel like I'm just a brand new baby coming to birth right now. You know, it's happy to see mom and dad standing there looking at me, smiling. I'm enjoying my opportunity here, and I'm definitely looking forward for all the challenges ahead of us.
A couple safeties that are pretty stout in Darius Williams and Jaquan Smith. Darius has gotten more of the preseason accolades than Jaquan, but both fairly talented. What sticks out to you about those two?
Their athleticism in the back end, the way they can comprehend, the way they can dissect and move on the run. Very important in the back end because, you know, anytime those receivers moves or there's a shift in the offense, they have to make checks and calls, and they do an outstanding job right now.
Corners, again, same thing. Two guys who started every game last year, Mario Mezier and then Desmond Farrell, who's a first-team all-conference guy. Farrell with 4 picks, second in the league a year ago. What sticks out to you about those two?
Very competitive. Always want to compete. So right now, that's what we're doing now. We're just competing. We know we have competition behind us, and right now they're just trying to do their best at all times.
Aaron Farley, Zach Talley, some guys who add some depth back there. What do you expect from some guys who saw the field or were injured last year to push guys like a Darius Williams and a Des Farrell?
I think as right now we working all as one because we are definitely united in the back end. And so that means when the receiver goes on the deep route, when they tap out to change in, we can tap out and change in and stay fresh. So that's what it's all about.
Who's somebody that a Carson-Newman fan might not be familiar with that's impressed you as you watch spring ball and here through the first days of fall camp?
For me, let me say Jaquan Smith. You know, He stands out. He's a worker. He's a hard worker out there. He does exactly what you ask and does that. Also, I can go back to Darius Williams. He does the exact same thing. Even though he has all the accolades right now for the preseason stuff, he's a hard worker. He wants to get better out there, and he's competing hard out there like he's a freshman trying to compete for a job.
What's that say about those guys that even though they're known commodities, they're still trying to step it up a little bit?
Well, first I'd like to take my hat off to their parents or whoever's raised them because they had to put that in them. And we're just trying to just make that grow since they come here. And then Coach Turner does a great job with the whole team of growing.
Antonio Goss, thanks for the time. Good luck this year.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's Carson-Newman assistant coach Antonio Goss. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.